This is Kat,
And this is Saskia,
and this is Note to Self.
your weekly dose of everything that's just simply too long to text. Jolly good.
All right, welcome back. Saskia and I are on fire today, and we are sharing one brain cell between the two of us.
Oh, yeah. Between my jet-lagged brain and your hormone brain?
Yes.
Is that what we call it?
Yes, that's what we're calling it. We're calling it a very gentle hormone brain.
Do you want to dive into it? Let's just dive in.
Let's just dive in.
Tell us everything.
To those who have been listening, I am giving an update on my egg and embryo freezing.
Which also, these hormones are making you look stunning.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm looking at Kat on camera whilst looking at her. I'm like, stunning. What are you doing? Take them all the time.
Oh, I don't think the world does not need that. Does not need that. So I'm on day 9 of who knows how many.
Every day you have to go to get needles.
Essentially, I started the actual process, and those who are listening know the kind of the pre-work to egg freezing is a lot of testing, blood work, transvaginal ultrasounds, so much paperwork, like an insane amount of paperwork.
What, to sign up for the rentals?
The rent.
Like where you're
I
going
just spat all over myself.
like the rental paperwork because you have to put the eggs in something. Don't you pay rent for them?
Yeah, I'm putting them in your freezer.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I've got them.
I
on
signed
hold.
your name.
Yeah. So, my friend Saskia will be looking after them in her home freezer.
And every time she gets frustrated, she'll just pluck one out
Yeah, like, fuck you,
with her
cat.
little tweezers.
No, but actually you do pay rent, don't you? Isn't that what they consider it? Or is
So
it
storage.
Storage is the word I was thinking of.
Yes,
So you're signing your
storage.
storage agreements.
So that is in one of the consents. And because Joe and I are doing embryos as well as egg freezing, so we are trying to do half eggs, half embryos.
Can they store them in the same storage unit?
Yes.
Do they give you the first
They will
month
be
free?
friends.
First month free?
I actually get the first year free.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
So they literally give like a storage unit discount.
And then it's $1,000 after
up a year?
a year.
Okay, good. I was about to say a month.
Oh, God.
That's insane.
No. So I started the formal process last week, and so I'm on day 9.
So what is the formal process?
So the day I started, had an appointment of blood work and ultrasound. So every ultrasound that I'm getting in this process is transvaginal, which means they stick a wand in your in your coochie.
Vagina?
Vag.
I've had one of those before. They are very uncomfortable.
They are. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So then basically you do the blood work between 7 and 9 a.m. so that they can get the blood work results same day. They check your hormone levels and determine what dosage of medication you need.
So this happens on day 1.
Day 1.
Okay, right.
So in the afternoon, they called me and they were like, you need X amount of this medication and then Y amount of this other medication.
Okay.
So it started off as 2 needles each night for 4 days.
And that's self-administered.
Self-administered.
Right.
Yes. All the blood work in the morning, I go to the hospital for.
Okay.
I'm sure Joe would like to give me a transvaginal. He does it another way.
Oh, God. No. Too much.
Not too much. So then I'm doing those 2 needles at night at the same time every night. So you have a window, which is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And whatever time that you choose, you have to stick to that time.
Okay. So
So-
you have to do that every night for the last 9 nights. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
And so day 4, the morning of day 4, I go back into the hospital for another hormone monitoring test, which is the blood work and ultrasound. They call me again about my levels and the dosing. And they are like, okay, on day 5, you will introduce a needle in the morning too.
Okay.
So from day 5 onwards, I'm having 3 injections a day.
Oh, my God. That you just have to do to yourself. Mm-hmm. Does it hurt?
Joe, God bless that man. I am a fucking tornado. I am an emotional tornado. Everyone, please give
Watch
that,
out. She came in hot today, guys.
It's like a trash tornado of emotions. So Joe very graciously has been doing my injections because I shit you not, I was trying to like big pussy myself. I was like, I can do this myself. It's no, most people have to do this. My hand would not stop shaking when I was trying to.
I'm kind of not surprised by
No,
that.
no.
Yeah. I like love that you wanted to do that, but also, yeah, I could see that for
Yes.
you.
Yes. And I was like, ugh. And so Joe was very like planning, you know, his social work commitments around when I need to get these injections done.
So he's had to do every single one? Oh
as
my
he should.
God. I mean, yeah, of course. But also just like your fear didn't diminish.
No. But also I was like,
You're here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even going to try.
No.
You're like,
I'm like, oh, whoopsie, my hand is shaking so much. Oops.
He's like, it's shaking more than it did at the start. You're like, oh, no.
He's like, you are so dramatic. So then, well, all he has to do is like come in a cup. So the least he can, at least any
Totally
male
fair.
can do is, you know.
Yeah.
So from day 5 to, well, I'm on day 9, 3 injections a day, 1 in the morning, 2 at night.
Okay. Fuck me.
And so these injections are typically between 10 and 12 days.
Okay. From the initial.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So you're on day 9. So
Day 9.
You may have 3 more.
Yes. So I'm in my 2nd week, which means daily monitoring
So you have to go to the hospital every day?
every morning
To
between
what?
7 and 9 for them to do blood work, check my hormone levels.
You have to get a blood test every day?
Yes. They gave me yesterday off, which was Tuesday, which was very kind of them.
That sounds fucking awful.
It's, you know what? It's not great. But then this morning they checked because we're getting close to the harvest. That is the egg retrieval.
They call it that?
No, I do.
I was like, the harvest? Sounds like a harvest full moon.
I'd like a bountiful harvest. Thank you. So then this morning they checked my brain hormones, which I don't even know what that is. They used a word that had too many syllables in it. I didn't know. I had white coat syndrome, and not in the like horny way this time.
Oh, yeah, right. Really, like, I don't know what's happening.
I was like, I don't understand those words. And I'm trying to get an idea of when the procedure is of the egg retrieval. It is a day by day.
no way. So it could be Saturday. Could it be Friday?
No. It's unlikely. Based on this morning's ultrasound and results, my left ovary is larger than my right ovary.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, cool. Sick.
Sick. So it could be Saturday, it could be Sunday, or it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday.
Oh, my God. How can you
Yes.
plan anything?
I will, exactly.
You're just on call.
Yeah. My ovaries are on call.
I mean, it's kind of like you're waiting to have a baby.
No,
but
I will not put them together.
No.
I
way,
do not
way
envy.
harder.
But all this to say, up until yesterday, I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm still pretty even keeled. I don't really have that many side effects. Holy shit.
What's happened?
Yesterday, I like turned into, did you ever see, what's that movie? The one with the emotions?
Oh, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
You know Anger?
Love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm that emotion.
Oh, that
But
like old grumpy man. Yeah.
I stomped my foot this morning and threw a tantrum.
No. Wait, I like know that feeling though. Is it like pre-period, but like 1,000 times worse?
1,000 times worse. You know when
Right.
you just feel like you're caged in your own body?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that when you stumped your toe and you're like, why in the world could this have happened?
Yes.
Like,
Why me?
yeah.
When it's actually nothing
It's
personal.
like, really, no, you're okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
completely.
But I
So-
can imagine a million times worse because you're jacked up on hormones.
Oh,
so.
the estrogen is wild. And I've now come to appreciate that they don't tell you every side effect because every body and every person is different.
It makes sense.
I went in there with a list of side effects yesterday and they were like, oh yes, that's normal. That's normal. That's normal. Because I refuse to go deep on Google.
What are all the side effects?
Hey, I'm so glad you asked.
Okay, you've been waiting for this.
My nipples are darker and bigger.
Kat
I did just show Saskia.
Did show me this. I can concur. I was like, damn.
I walked into Saskia's apartment. And I was like, listen, I need to show you my stomach and my boobs. And she was like, alrighty.
No, I actually said, can I show you my boobs? They're really big right now. And just lifted up my top.
It was a very much, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
We haven't seen each other in, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, too
We had
long.
a lot to catch up
And
on.
the first thing we do is just flash each other.
Brilliant.
So that is that.
So, yeah, large nipples.
Large nipples, darker nipples,
Yeah.
Miralax, the laxative, is my best friend because I'm constipated from all the hormone injections.
Oh, interesting.
I'm irritable, but I'm always irritable, so I don't know how much of that is the fucking hormones or just me.
Yeah. I'm scared of her right now.
Headaches. And yesterday, this was, I had to have a nap during the day. My lower, you know when you're about to get your period and you get that band of lower back pain?
Yeah, I was also like, you nap all the time.
No, I don't nap every day.
Okay, sure.
my little slumber.
So yeah, lower back pain before you get your period. Yeah, I've had that.
So this was like the most intense dull pain because my ovaries are swollen and it's putting pressure.
Oh shit. So do they pump you all with hormones? Is it so you produce more eggs?
It's so my follicles grow. So I don't know. Let me preface. I should have prefaced. I'm not a medical professional. These are my own side effects.
Clearly not. Not medical advice.
No, not medical. These hormones and the daily monitoring is to see how much my follicles have grown so that they are ready for the retrieval. They have to be a certain size before the eggs can be retrieved.
But do they do this so
they're not
because you're not
creating
usually
new eggs?
Oh, but
No.
do we normally produce this many eggs every month?
I am not going to answer that because I don't know how to give a concise answer without sounding like I'm going around and around.
Okay, we'll skip this.
Yes.
We'll skip this. Okay, so weird side effects and then TBD when they'll retrieve the eggs.
TBD, I will say that I'm like trying to make myself cry.
What?
Yeah, because it's supposed, especially this week, the last week is supposed to be like exceptionally emotionally driven. And then, I forgot to tell you about another injection that I will need 2 days before the retrieval, which is called the trigger shot. And I have a combo of 2 trigger shots separate that I do at the same time. And sometimes you have to time it down to the minute.
What?
It's wild.
This is so crazy.
It's crazy. No one talks about the time commitment when it comes to this shit. And that has been my whole thing, is the time commitment. So daily monitoring, and it takes me 40 to 50 minutes to get to the hospital.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like I'm on a farm and we're cattle. There's like 30 plus women
really
spilling out of the waiting room. And you're like 4 people are called in at once. You go in, you get your blood work done, you sit back down, you get called in for your ultrasound.
That is wild.
It's wild. And they're playing the most inappropriate music. Who the fuck decides to play One Less Lonely Girl by Justin Bieber, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis?
Bleeding Love is a strong choice.
Nothing Breaks Like a Heartbreak or whatever the fuck that song is.
No.
And I'm like, looking around, you have, a lot of women who are doing egg freezing for various reasons. Single, partnered, widow, you don't know the situation. One woman was in front of me was getting a hysterectomy. Do you really want to be playing Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis?
Yes.
At 7:15 fucking a.m.
Dyson,
on a Monday?
Honestly, like, how do you think they're choosing this, or did they just like pick a playlist? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I've been there enough fucking times to know that it's a playlist because I keep hearing the same goddamn songs.
No.
Oh, I'm fine.
Dude, I think they've curated it. Because, like, if it's a playlist, that's curated.
I already had, It's not inappropriate.
Bizarre.
Yes. So that is my journey for the past what feels like 90 days.
How intense, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is you look bloody beautiful. You're glowing. Is this what happens when you get pregnant? You have a lot of hormones in you, so you glow?
I have not been pregnant, but I'm getting the side effects of a pregnancy. The bloating, the fullness, the nipples, the darkening.
These are side effects of a pregnancy.
What I would assume.
Yeah.
Some of.
I'm assuming that too, because you have the pregnancy glow is what I'm saying.
Thank you. A few people have said that. That's one fucking trade-off. Shame I can't enjoy it.
Glowing.
A shame I can't goddamn enjoy this, okay? So anyway, stay tuned for part 2 for the retrieval.
Yes, I'm so intrigued about the retrieval because I don't know anything. Is it going to hurt?
I'm sure there will be discomfort after, but I will tell you part 2, and I have a growing list of some personal hot tips for anyone who's going to or is interested in pursuing.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm living for this. I know nothing about this. It's like I've seen TikTok videos of people doing it, but to be honest, I kind of skip it a lot of the time.
Yeah. I was going to take I took some videos of like the medication and just how overwhelming just the volume of it is.
Yeah.
And then I took a video of, how just full and bloated and bruised my stomach is. And I really did want to do like a video of the whole process from like mixing the medication, which you have to do, which freaked me out, and then administering it. But I can't do that.
Do you have to mix the medication?
Yeah, I call it Dexter's lab time.
Who does it, Joe or you?
I mix it, he administers.
Oh, so you're like
I'm the
cook.
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what do they call him? That's what I was trying to reference. Breaking Bad. Yeah. And he's Jesse.
Yes,
he's just
he
the
is.
distributor.
He's a J. J name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We love it. Great.
So that is what has been happening while you have been in India, and I would like to pass the baton.
Wow. I mean, clearly I've missed a lot. You've come real hot.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have night sweats and hot flashes.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
Wow.
just waiting for a yeast infection because I'm sweating so much at night.
I hate to put it out there, but you just did. And maybe that kind of makes sense. That's usually when it happens.
Yes.
Well, glad that things are going well though. Love the update. I mean, well, maybe that's like a bit of a stretch, but they're going.
They are. They're growing.
They're exactly. They're coming. Hey, and look, one day when you decide to have a baby, I'll have been part of this story, hearing it.
Yes.
Because we know I always have to center myself
You
into this. I'll be like, so kids. This one time, Kat told me about this in our podcast. It was really great. They're like, so did you do anything? I was like, she just told me about it.
Just the emotional support friend.
Yeah, we just spoke about it. We did debate having you in my fridge, but apparently the medical community was not okay with that.
Apparently
So,
Reddit was like, nah.
yeah,
And that's
might not be the best freezer for it.
not at all. I also love that Joe was like, that we're just gonna conceive naturally at this point. And I was like, it's an insurance policy.
It would yeah, it is. I get it.
That poor man. Oh God.
It would be ironic though if it probably will happen naturally. I mean, you hope it will, and then you're like, well, but you're right. It's an insurance policy. It makes total sense, and I understand for peace of mind why people do it, and I think it's really impactful and powerful to take control of your reproductive system.
Yeah, there's agency in a world that we don't have a lot of agency.
Truly.
And I'm a emotional tornado, and Joe is probably sitting at home breathing a breath of fresh air.
It's like, great, I get a break.
He's like,
take her, Saskia. Take her for as long
take
as you
her.
want.
He's like,
How many episodes do you need
you want
to
to
do?
3? Go for it.
Yeah. 4, why not?
He willingly took Albert to puppy school today, which he needs to get away.
I know I was like, don't you have puppy school today? You're like, oh, Joe's taking him. I was like, yeah, okay. Now it makes sense.
Yes. All right, hit me with that India stuff.
Okay.
I don't know, that was weird.
Hit me with that India.
No.
So where to begin? So for the listeners, moving on to our second part of the podcast, I just came back from a 2-week trip to India, which I'll give obviously the context. My mom has been going to India. She's gone over 10 times. She loves it. And one of her good friends is from there, and they kind of do these trips together. I was kind of under the impression it was a yoga retreat. To be fair, the itinerary was sent to me. I did not read it. I have been very busy. And
I thought it was a yoga retreat.
No. So, shit. We'll explain. I mean, it was the first time I haven't had to fucking plan a trip. And it was so nice to just check out. All I had to do was show up, right?
Oh, that's nice.
So nice. So it was my mom, 7 of her students. My sister came, Lily, and then my aunt who lives in Australia and her daughter who's around Lily's age, my cousin. So it was so beautiful to have family. But when we got there, it was mainly more it was we were with a tour guide. So we had our group of 15 women and we had our tour guide. And pretty much I've realized now having gone to India, that's kind of the best way to see India. And even a lot of Indians have told me that. They're like, you want to go with a guide because there's just so much that you won't see unless you have someone to take you there. And it is fucking overwhelming as hell. So it's really good to have someone just being able to take you around.
I can understand that.
So mom and her friend worked with this woman who they're connected with who has a tour company. There's like so many of these tour companies, and you can customize your trips. So like they reached out to her. They were like, look, we want to focus on Rajasthan. We want to go to like textiles, and you know, there was like the spiritual yoga element through like going to the temples and things, but Rajasthan isn't like the yoga capital. So really the yoga element was mom was teaching every morning. So that's how like yoga comes into
beautiful.
it. So beautiful. But like mom teaches yoga every morning, and then you're having like a 10-hour day. Oof. Dude, I was so fucking wrecked. You're seeing like monuments, like learning about the history, going to cooking classes, like so many beautiful, amazing things. But I think I just like didn't know that that's what I was walking into.
Yep.
So I was sitting here being like, who's this guy who's like with us all the time?
Are you kidding me?
Dude, I did not know what was happening. Like I was so, and I was like, I can opt out of stuff, right? Like if I just like want to relax. No, you can't opt out of, I mean, you could, but like you don't want to because you don't want to miss anything.
Did your critical thinking not make it to the checked bag?
Dude, my
I
critical
wouldn't
thinking
have either.
was like, I was like, I don't have to think about this. Great.
Dude, I'm the same.
But I mean, it ended up being way better than I ever could have imagined. Because so I think what I was going into was this like relaxing yoga retreat, but what it ended up being was this like incredibly impactful, like deep understanding of like this area of India that we got to see, which is Rajasthan, and it borders Pakistan. And it was just, it truly is one of the most profound experiences I've had. I think everyone should go there. But I think like, obviously to kind of dive into it, I like did my little list of my takeaways, things I loved, because there was just so much we saw. It's like, I don't want to just like go through the itinerary. I want to like share moments that
we would go through it for the first time with you. We're all seeing it for the first time.
So I'm reading this for the first time. Oh my God, that's what we did. Truly. I did get the itinerary and they printed it out for us. I was like, I should probably read this now. And like, I still hadn't read all of it, but it was great because my cousin had like deep dived into it. She's like, oh, I've been looking forward to like this city. And I'm like, great, tell me about it.
Beautiful.
It was kind of nice. I was just always surprised. Like,
well, you were usually the one, you know, planning or taking the lead with planning. So I can imagine how refreshing.
It was so refreshing. Oh my God. I loved it. I loved waking up and not knowing what I was doing. It was so fucking nice.
There's so much freedom there.
So much freedom. It was really lovely. Anyways, so kind of diving into some points, and, you know, I guess the first one is what, like, I've, like, of course, named each section, but the first one is Charlie. So Charlie is our guide, and our guide's name is Devendra, and he truly became like a part of the family. So, you know, obviously I told you these days were nonstop. So he was with us for 2 weeks straight, morning to night. Like we're meeting him sometimes at 6 a.m. in the morning, 5:30 a.m. in the morning till like 9 o'clock at night. He's on call. He's with us all the time. Fuck. And he called us like his angels. Oh. So that's why he's Charlie, because it's like Charlie's Angels. And we'd be walking around. This man's like in his late 40s. He is like just loveliest human you could ever imagine. And he'd be like, angels, angels. And we'd be like walking through the monuments. And my cousin was like, one day we had a different guide for this little monument because he brings in people that he works with to help with different areas. And he's like, oh, what should I call you? She goes, we only really respond to angels.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible response to that.
He just started calling us angels. It was brilliant. So he was incredible because like India is also very big and you do so much driving. So like every 2 days, you're doing a 5-hour drive to get to the next town. And we're in one state. Like we didn't even see everything else. So it was a ton of driving, which honestly was really nice because it broke it up. And, you know, you get to know your drivers really well. And during these drives, Devendra like really went into like a lot of like the kind of political landscape of India, how the caste system works, like, you know, the arranged marriages. And then we do deep dives into like the cities that we're going to and the temples and learning about the different religions. So like, it was fascinating because like he was like, I hated history as a kid, and now this is pretty much all he does. And the way he describes it, it was just so easy to digest and interesting. It felt like I was just like listening to a podcast. I'm like looking out the window and he's telling us this story. And
so he's a great storyteller.
Incredible storyteller. So my sister was doing a documentary the whole time and she ended up interviewing him for her documentary. Yeah. Because he just really, you could feel the passion for his country. And it was, I think that's why we just all connected with him so much, is like, it was so special, to the point that he invited us into his home when we went to his city, and we had dinner with his wife, and his whole family were there, because a lot of Indian families live more collectively. So his like wife's parents were next door, and then his cousin was there, and then his daughter was like, I think 8, and she came home from school, and she's been practicing for a rehearsal, and she just adored her dad. It was so cute.
That's really beautiful.
Dude, it was really fucking beautiful. And just, yeah, it was really awesome. So I think like he really was such a highlight, and the tour would not have been the same without him. And it was really special. On the last day, pretty much like half of the group, or more than half the group, kind of went back to the hotel, and he took my family and 2 other people to this marble store that he had gone to. And he that night was leaving for Delhi. He had to leave a day early just to go to pick up another group. So we got to have this kind of like last 2 hours with him. We're at this store, and we ended up having some like rum and Coke, and we're hanging out in the store, and we're like, looking at this marble and talking to him. And it was just a lovely last moment. We've, decided we want to work with him again to do like a family trip. And when we were saying goodbye, he like teared up, and we teared up. We were all crying, hugging him. And then he's like, there's just something in my eye. And he fully teared up. No joke. Like wouldn't even like lie about it. Like was like acknowledging that he was upset too. It was so fucking special. Like it's just like that type of connection with someone who's from there was really beautiful.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
Dude.
And what a meaningful and impactful experience to have someone who is like so passionate and willing to kind of, share his knowledge and his experiences.
Yeah, like he loved it. He said his favorite groups to bring are actually Australians too.
Yeah.
Because he does a lot of Germans because he can speak German. He has obviously Americans because his English and stuff, and Brits. But he's like, I really like the Aussies. He's like, they're just like the most, I don't know if it was like laid back was the way I kind of said that. He's like, yes and no. It's just like the most kind of relaxed about it all,
Interesting.
And I think he said sometimes like different groups will like try, like I think Americans often will be questioning sometimes his history, but like Australians are very much just like, oh, okay, yeah. Like they don't need to like question what he's saying,
Interesting.
Which kind of makes sense. Americans are combative, so like no surprise.
Yeah, but some of us Australians are like dummies, so we probably wouldn't know.
Totally. But I think people going to India on a tour like that,
completely,
you're getting like a different vibe. It's not like the Aussies that are drunk backpackers being obnoxious. That's
complete
exactly
accurate. Yeah. But I think that's so wonderful to kind of just completely immerse yourself and release control and just say, I'm giving, I'm completely at this person's, knowledge mercy, I guess.
Totally. Like, why would I question it? Right?
I wouldn't even know what to question.
Right. And also, like, this is his job. And I think some people are so, like, not respectful of that. And yeah, there's not one part of me that felt the need to question this.
We must protect this man.
Truly. Like, he was amazing. Anyways, I mean, Devendra, such a highlight. And then I guess like going on to like the next element was, I think, the organized chaos. And this was more like something that I've noticed is, so that we flew into Delhi, and that's the first place we went. And girl, when I tell you, I don't know if you've ever been to a country like this, but it was fucking chaos on the roads. There's seemingly no road rules. I mean, there clearly are, but there is like 4 people on a scooter. There's tuk-tuks everywhere. There's cars. There's giant trucks. There's tour buses. Cars are driving within like half an inch of each other, like squeezing their way through. Everyone's beeping, but it's like beeping to be like, hey, I'm here. It's not like get out of the way.
Not rage.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what was fascinating, is truly it was organized chaos, because it is so chaotic, but apparently the accident rate is much lower in India than, which I had heard, than Western countries. And also no one is pissed off. Like, you have some hectic traffic. If you had that in New York, I mean, there's 34 million people live in Delhi.
Fuck.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy? And imagine if we had that traffic in New York, people would be losing it. There'd be fights happening all the time.
They lose it when there's no traffic.
They lose it now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fact that there's so much, and then you have like a fucking random cow that just comes out into the street. You're like, what?
Amazing.
Like, monkeys over here. You're like, how is this working?
Were you incredibly overstimulated?
Weirdly not. Which is very weird for me, because I thought I would be. I don't know, because a lot of the time when we were in the traffic, the one time I did get overstimulated was when we were in a tuk-tuk stuck in traffic, and it was just the gas was really fucking with me.
Well, it's not enclosed. Like a
No,
car.
and there's so many scooters there, and we were stuck for like 15 minutes, and there's just all these like motorcycles fuming, and the fumes are everywhere. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. But no, weirdly was not. And I think again, I just kind of let go. I was like,
Well, this is part of what you know, your post Burning Man, you wanted to kind of practice letting go, and what better way to do it in bumper to bumper or cow to bumper.
Cow to bumper. I mean, walking on the streets even, you're like getting nearly hit by tuk-tuks, and I was like, I'll be fine. I mean, like,
I'll be fine.
You walk like you're a New Yorker. You walk with purpose, and they're probably going to go around you.
No one knows if confidence is fake or not.
Truly. But you're so right, because I thought Burning Man was the trip for me to like let go of control, and I weirdly think India was, which I think is funny.
Everything is a whip, a work in progress.
For sure. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that term before. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely came at a good time after Burning Man. I think it was needed to like ground myself in a way. And it is like a very grounding place.
That's crazy that you felt grounded in like such an overwhelmingly stimulating.
I think it's the
place.
people, man. Like, and I go into this kind of further on, but like the way that the gratitude and like just, I don't know, happiness that exudes from the people there was just something that I've never witnessed before. We're doing something wrong in our culture, man.
Ooh, how much time do we have?
That's what I mean. This will be a two-parter, that's for sure.
Yes. Okay. So what day was this?
This was day one.
Oh,
like
shit,
Delhi was
okay.
day one. And I mean, yeah, we were there 14 days, so I won't go into like every day, but I think
I'm locked into this. I'm invested.
I'm so glad. I love it. Well, I'll tell you about my favorite cities.
Yeah.
So two of my favorite cities, right after Delhi, we actually went to this place called Jaisalmer. And Jaisalmer is like very close to the Pakistan border. So it's in Rajasthan. We flew into Rajasthan and you're up close to that border. It was such a contrast because it was the smallest place we went. It had, I think, 65,000 people. So definitely you go from 38 million or 33 million to that.
For sure.
But it was so nice because like that felt peaceful. Like every morning you could hear the call to prayer, and it has this gorgeous fort, and it's called the Golden City because it has like this beautiful like kind of golden tone to the way that the buildings were made.
Ooh.
So in the sunrise, it just like glows. It was really, really special. And just the hotel we stayed in all these beautiful little boutique hotels, and it was just so freaking stunning.
So there were what, 9 of you in total?
15.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's still a really intimate group.
Yeah, it was really lovely. So yeah, I think Jaisalmer was really beautiful, and it was interesting. Just it was so ancient. I mean, some of these places are from the 15th century. It's fucking crazy. Yeah,
And so beautifully made.
Yeah, like incredibly beautifully made. The intricate details of some of the carvings, the marble work, everything. It was like, because I've spent so much time in Europe, but I think what's different is like, obviously Europe is like so clean, like everything's like kept in a different way. And like, there's just like some of these buildings are just so old, and then you have like a random cow just in front of it. Yeah. It's so different. Again, it's organized chaos. It just feels so different.
Perfect way to explain that. That is
So it was, yeah, and I don't know, it felt more ancient than Europe sometimes. I don't know why. There was something, I mean, maybe it is more ancient. I don't know enough about.
Did you feel more connected? I mean, you've been to Europe a lot, and this maybe not is maybe perhaps not a yes or no answer, but did you feel more connected to India in your time than you have perhaps sometimes when you've been in Europe?
Not necessarily. I think I felt connected to both places in different ways. I think India I feel connected to on like a spiritual level, and I really loved the people. And then Europe I feel more connected to in terms of like probably like livability.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just different. I mean, I love the history of Europe too. It's just so different, you know?
Yes, that makes sense.
But good question, and something to think about as well. But my other favorite city, which is funny because it has a Europe tie-in, was Udaipur, which is called the Venice of the West.
Ooh.
Or the Venice of the East. Sorry, the Venice of the East. Yeah.
Adoy.
Which is, yeah, because I loved it because it kind of reminded me of Europe.
Shocker.
It is built on like 7 man-made lakes, and it's truly like Venice. Like you have all these our hotel like looked out, was like right on the lake, and you look out to like the beautiful cityscape and all these beautiful colors, and they have these different places that are built literally in the middle of the lake you can only get to by boat. I really liked it because it was walkable. A lot of places we went weren't always necessarily walkable. And this place was really small, so you could just kind of meander around, bop into little stores.
That's important.
Yeah, it felt a little bit more chill and just, again, more livable to me. And also, it was by far the cleanest and our tour guide was saying, like, Udaipur is literally the perfect example of how we can be clean and, like, we can clean up India, because it's a massive problem with trash. It's pretty horrific in certain times.
I have heard that.
Yeah, and I think it's just not... It hasn't been ingrained about like what to do with trash, nor do I think they have systems that are that great in place, but Udaipur has, and it was so clean. And that's why he's like, we can do it. We just like
What
haven't.
are some of their practices?
I just don't think it's been ingrained. Like, you know how we grow up, it's like you put the trash away. It's just thrown on the side of the road.
Oh, okay. So it's like a cultural.
I think so.
Got
I
it.
think it's cultural / also don't necessarily
Access.
even know if there is like systems set in place.
Got it.
It was with a city with 33.3 million. Like,
That is
what are you meant to do?
nuts to me.
Right. When they said that number, I was like, damn. So I loved it for that. And it was just interesting because, again, every city had such a different feeling. Like it did have like a European feel to it almost, even though probably was before Europe. But oh God, shouldn't go into history. I don't know numbers.
History is not our
I love
strength.
history, but I'm not the one to repeat the details.
I have a hard time like relaying numbers and facts, and which is tough when we have a podcast.
Oh my God, dude, seriously. It's like we should be live Googling things sometimes, guys. You're not listening to this for the historical details. Like,
That's not what you're here for.
You can Google it. And then speaking of like all the stunning hotels, so like it was all these beautiful little boutique hotels. We stayed at this place in what city was it? Oh, fuck, I've forgotten, but it's called 47 Jobner Bar. This was the hotel, and it was only had like 10 rooms. No, they had 12 rooms, and the family who owns it live in 2 of the rooms.
Oh,
So freaking beautiful. Like every little detail was so well thought out, and the whole place smelled like jasmine. I was like, where is...
so nice.
I was like, this is seeping out of the walls. I ended up asking them, I was like, if you got like a jasmine like dispenser or something. And what they do is like they clean everything, and then they put jasmine oil on everything. So they've done it for so many years that it has seeped into the walls. Isn't that so interesting?
I want to start that.
No joke. Lily got a bottle of their jasmine oil, and she's going to start doing it in her apartment.
That's a really good idea.
You come back, and this city was pretty hectic, and you walk in, and it was just like peace. And like the father who owns it's lying in the garden having a nap. Like he'd be like, welcome home. And
welcome home.
It was such a, like the hospitality was on another level, and everyone just wants to invite you into their space and host you. And like the people were so proud of everything, and I think that was really beautiful to see too. His daughter this was her first season running the hotel. She just finished her hotel management degree. So she's taking over. And he was a jewelry designer for years. He had an office in Milan, actually. So we got to go down and see his like private jewelry collection. He's
so interesting. Wow.
So interesting. He still sells some pieces. Mom's like, I want you to do Saskia's wedding jewelry. I was like, Mom, what wedding?
Meredith.
We're not there yet. But also, thanks. Would love that.
That's a really, good. I was going to say networking. It's not networking. Good relationship.
But that's
which
what
is
I felt. Everywhere we went, we built these beautiful relationships with people. It was really special. And then the next element is the famous beaver. Which you know this story, but we'll tell it for our people.
Wait,
and I don't
everyone
think I've
buckle
really
up.
told the full story. But so one of our stops was a city called Jodhpur, and this is where Devendra lived, and when he invited us to his like family home.
I just need to preface before you go on to listeners/viewers. This is how you know that Saskia was in peak relaxation mode, and and I admire that. But this is so fucking funny and very Saskia coded. But I also love that you were so relaxed and you felt so safe and trusted the process so much that you didn't question it. So go on.
The famous beaver. So Devendra, when we were there, he kept going on about how we were going to be seeing this famous beaver, and how like we'd go in jeeps and we'd have this kind of like safari to get there. And I remember thinking like, did not realize the beavers were in India. Like that surprised me. And also was thinking like, why is this beaver so famous? And Devendra like had kind of mentioned something about like building, and I just assumed that maybe like the beaver had built this like big dam and like it was like really impressive. So like we were gonna go see this famous beaver.
I'm trying really hard to
fucking insane. So, and I remember it got to this point. I was at home at the hotel and goes to Lily and my cousin. I was like, oh no, guys, I think I may sit out the beaver today. I'm really tired. And like, I've seen a lot of beavers in my life. So like, I don't really need to see another beaver.
You have
dam.
one on you every day.
Wait, what do I have?
Your vagina.
Oh. Ding. So I was like, I've seen a big dam before. Like there's photos of me in Canada as a kid, like standing on beaver dams. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Like I might skip. But they're like, no, come.
And then no one
was questioning this, by the way. Like no one, I don't know if they just were like, I don't know what the fuck Saskia is talking about. Anyways, we get in the bus on the way to see the beaver. And as we're going there, Devendra like is talking about it again. And I like hear him and I was like, wait. I was like, did you say weaver? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I thought we were going to see a famous beaver. And he was like, what? And then I was like, because we're going on a safari. And like,
why would
to
a
see
beaver
the
be in a safari?
And also like, why did I think that what he was talking about was the weaver making these rugs, not a beaver building a fucking dam?
Maybe the beaver was weaving some rugs.
Dude, like
if it was very special.
I genuinely had a vision of a beaver making something. Like I thought it was like a cartoon beaver in my head. I think I'd lost my goddamn mind.
Maybe there was a little bit too much jasmine oil.
Yeah, like dude, he's like, I don't think anyone has ever thought it was that before. But what was funny is my aunt had thought the same thing, but she hadn't said it. She was like, I don't really get this beaver situation either.
I would just like to remind everyone that there was a printed itinerary available to cross-check information, lest we forget.
To be fair, the safari was confusing. The safari confused me.
Wait, so you hang on. My hormonal bolognese brain needs to catch up to this. So you were going on a safari to see the weaver.
Yes. Safari was a stretch, man. I think it was an English. I think it was an English thing. Like I don't know if that translated right because like even Devendra was like, it's not really a safari. Like
what?
We got in
That's
Jeeps.
some clickbait shit.
It was so confusing. So like it's a safari because like maybe you see some gazelles and there was another animal that we saw out there that are like similar to gazelles and we did see them.
So it's just like wildlife.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
And it's kind of like it's not. I
mean
know
that
if
is
they
a safari.
called it-
Stupid.
I don't know if they called it a national park because like it's a certain type of religion, a group of these people live on this land and it was like outside the city. So you get in a Jeep because it's like a 30-minute drive into this kind of this like open land. You drive through this village. And when we drove through this village, there was like all these weddings happening because he said what happens in villages is like multiple people will get married and like the whole village comes. So there was like 30 kids. They were losing it. They were all like waving at us, running next to the Jeep. It was so fucking precious. But we get out to this the weaver, not to be mistaken with the beaver. And
I just physically bit my tongue not to make a joke.
And he was like the loveliest man ever. And it was, again, this similar experience of like so proud of his work, showed us how he makes the rugs. He supports like 40 families, I think it is, who are out there weaving these rugs. And we had the best masala chai I've had the entire time. And then they just start pulling all these rugs out. And you're in the open and they have their little houses behind us. And it's just rug after rug after rug after rug. I was like, or duri is what they're called, is like a type of rug. We actually had a lot of them growing out as kids. So like I recognized the work. But it was just, everyone was like losing it. I was like, so many rugs.
Were you expecting the beaver to come out? Be like,
Yeah, I was like, where's the...
Thank you.
Where's the beaver?
Like, I'm actually not interested in the weaving.
Yeah.
Of the weaving aspect of things, but where's the beaver?
Would love to meet this famous beaver. It was so sweet though. He had this book of like all the famous people who visited him over the years. Like one of I think it was Prince Charles had gone, and then it was, I think some famous band, and it was seen in Vogue Living, and it was very,
so
very
much
sweet.
Pride.
Truly.
Damn, that's very
It was
motivating.
very, very special.
And you bought some rugs?
Bought 2 rugs. 3 rugs in total, but 2 from that guy. Loved them. Already got them in the kitchen. There's a photo that I'll share that we can pop in there of all the rugs on the ground because it was really cool. But I want to end on like one point before, I save the rest for next week is because I kind of touched on it, is called Love Your Work. And this is good. So obviously I mentioned on the drive out, there was so many people that were like waving and the kids were like losing it.
Yeah.
And like earlier on in the trip, like we were having people coming up to us, like wanting to take photos with us. And at first I was like, the first day in Delhi, I was a little like, oh, why is it like I was kind of like throwing me because I was like real jet lagged and was like, why did like these random dudes want to take a picture with us? And we asked Devendra about it, and he was like, so often it's like people don't see white people.
Correct.
And also he's like, the blonde hair, especially the little girls, you look like they're Barbie dolls.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. But it was interesting throughout the whole trip, just getting pulled aside and like wanting to be in your family photos, like hand their kid over. You're like, okay. You're like, met so many cute babies. I was in like baby heaven. But this one guy was so funny. Comes up to Lily and she's like taking a photo with his child. And he goes, love your work. Lily was like, what?
I mean, I do love Lily's work.
She's like, what? Being white? We were like, what? And then Lily had this joke where she's like, imagine if like, you're just like famous for something in another country and you don't even know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
We did go to like your sex tape gets like leaked or something in another country. And then all of a sudden it's like you're
honestly, if that happens, I'd be like, not that I have.
Yeah, you don't have anything. No. Yeah, no one does that.
No one.
But the love your work thing, we were just crying. There was just something
so good
about it. And then the whole trip, every time someone would come up to us, would be like, love your work.
Just like, love your work.
Yeah. But it was so sweet. And it was like these little kids. It was very, very, very special. Once I kind of understood like the kind of behind the cultural element behind it, I was like, oh, I get it. Because at first you're kind of like, why are all these dudes coming up and wanting to take pictures with us? Like it freaked me out.
I would want to take a photo with you.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
When the kids did it, it was cute. But when like a random single guy is doing it, you're like, what?
Right.
But then I was like, okay, I understand.
Got it.
But yeah, so that's like the first half. And I haven't even gone into like the spiritual side of things, which was like the life-changing stuff. And like there was all these other things I wanted to dive into, but I kind of wanted to break it up because I think those are still like beautiful things and elements of it.
I'm excited for part 2.
Me too, girl. That part might make you cry. Pity it's happening next week.
Well, my hormones will still be rampant.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, they're still going to be fucking feisty.
Well, Kat and I probably need to go because we need to go show each other our tits again.
We open with tits, we close with tits. Today to you. I'm going to leave it on that.
Spiritual journey, and that's where we ended. See you guys.
Bye.